Just another Gamecock victory. 72-64 your final as Lamont Paris and company improved to 5-2.
That is your final score. Cornell upsets number 2 Missouri 20-16.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Earning Our Stripe.
And I just finished an interview podcast with Benjamin Duncan.
As did I. So yeah, we're just going to talk about this majority of the podcast because I don't want to talk about, Mizzou basketball really in the slightest. But we did just get done, Ben, as you just mentioned, with our podcast interview with Buckeye BattleCry.
Thank you very much for inviting us, by the way.
Yes, indeed.
That was a lot of fun, and we appreciated you reaching out to us and getting this all set up.
Indeed. We spent about 3 podcasts worth of stuff that we normally talk about here on EOS, especially during the dead time of the basketball season we don't talk about. It was good. Good conversation. It was nice to get a Ohio State fan's point of view as to the lead-up of the game, and it just pretty much confirmed a lot of the stuff that we had thought going into, that Ohio State fans were overlooking Mizzou. A lot.
Yes.
A lot. Anyway, Ben, how are you doing this week?
Not too bad. My poison ivy is healing every day even better.
Well, that is great to hear. You know what's not healing? Mizzou women's basketball.
Oh, no.
As since we last talked, they have dropped 2 straight games, including a loss to Texas A&M on the 25th and a loss to Arkansas at home on Sunday. Their next home game is against Tennessee. They're struggling, but not as bad as the men's team is. Which, woo, doggy. Now, when this goes live, they will have a game to be played against Arkansas in Mizzou Arena for a chance to finally win an SEC game. They're not going to win. I'm just saying that now. They are not going to win.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to Mizzou versus Vanderbilt on Saturday, where both teams are winless in the SEC.
To see who can do it.
Yeah. Anything you would like to add during that? I guess, I got to talk about the fact that Mizzou lost to South Carolina 72-64 on Saturday. I guess I have to talk about that, as well as confirming what we had thought the week prior when we had recorded. They lost 63-57 against Texas A&M. Anything you'd like to add there, Ben?
Basketball team sucks. Next question.
Okay. Well, we'll go to Mizzou Wrestling. How about that? Was that cheer you up a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, they lost. So, they lost to Cornell. 20-16 after defeating West Virginia 30-6. So, crazy things happen when you have to wrestle twice in 2 days. So, the next matchup for the Tigers is Sunday against number 5 Oklahoma State in the Hearn Center. So, go.
What are we ranked right now?
Well, we're still ranked number 2. But, the new coaches poll has not come out yet, as of recording. So, yeah. So, yeah, breezing through that because, quite honestly, we're, like I said earlier, we're in the dead part of the season, really. As, yeah, just not a lot going on here, truly. We are going to react to some Mizzou stuff here later on in the podcast, of course. But Ben, I'm just going to open the floor to you. I just had.
Well, do you want me to cheer us up here for a second?
I'm having a brain aneurysm. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just went blank. Probably because I just talked for over an hour about Mizzou football. And that's got my mind completely messed up. Yeah, thinking about that Mizzou football for next year.
You know what else you want to think about right now?
I don't want to think about Mizzou football. I don't want to think about Mizzou basketball.
What Jeremy Maclin did in Mizzou in only 2 years.
Don't make me sad now. Come on.
Finished his career with 5,609 all-purpose yards and 33 touchdowns, averaging just over 200 all-purpose yards a game.
Thanks for making me sad.
Which is wild.
Thanks for making me sad.
No, it's supposed to be a good memory.
I know, but still. Because I know there's not going to be another wide receiver like that for Mizzou. No one's touching J-Mac, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's touching J-Mac. Now, with that being said, we thought no one was going to touch Beatty either.
True.
And, well, Schrader didn't just touch him, but...
Whoa.
ran right through that sumbitch. In more ways than one. Hey-o! Anyway. I'm my brain's fried, I'm going to be honest. I made a schizo post over at B Card Entertainment's YouTube. Go watch that. If you're a Chiefs fan and you know my story that I'm a Colts fan, you don't know the whole story about that, you may have a new thought about me after that. Also, go check out that Buckeyes BattleCry. I almost said BattleCry. Jesus Christ. Ben, take over.
All right, well, we have finally...
I'm not even tired.
We have got our new man on the defensive coordinator side. We have Corey Batoon. Should I call him the Baboon? I don't know.
No, Batoon.
We have snatched him away from South Alabama.
Do you know how hard it's going to be for me not to make Batoon's platoon a thing? Like, come on! It's right there!
Mm-hmm. But he'll be replacing Blake Baker, who left for LSU.
Snake.
Batoon has previous experience in the SEC after spending 5 years at Ole Miss. He also coached at Florida, Hawaii, and Florida Atlantic, among other places, before landing at South Alabama, where he orchestrated one of the nation's best defenses. The Jaguars finished 15th in the football bowl subdivision in total defense at 313.2 yards per game.
Again, it's the Sun Belt, so take it with a grain of salt. But on that same token, they're still taking on, Coastal Carolina, James Madison, App State.
Which is a football school.
Yes. Like, good teams, not just these crap. Texas State, who put up 50 in their bowl game. Like, these aren't just, like, some run, it's like we were talking about with, I'm going to keep saying it, Buckeye BattleCry today, on the Buckeye BattleCry today. We were talking about how people are overlooking some of these Group of 5 schools where it's like, no, you don't know their full story this year. You don't know what they've done, in reference to South Florida beating the crap out of Syracuse. It's like, South Florida almost beat Alabama this year. Like, just saying, oh, they're home, they're crap. It's like, no, that's not fair to do, really.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But, in the school email that they sent out for us getting Corey Batoon, they're calling him the head of the death row defense.
I did see that. I like Batoon's platoon better.
Yeah.
That might be a shirt.
Maybe. But in good Mizzou sports news,
That was also what those good sports news.
I said in also good sports
okay.
news, Mizzou women's gymnastics took down number 3. You heard that right. Number 3 LSU. Suck it, Livy Dunn.
Whoa! Pause.
Sorry, Paul. 197.325 to 197.225.
That's close. I'm no mathematician, but that's close.
Very close.
That's
And even better news,
okay.
KU men's basketball lost again.
Yeah.
The Big 12 in terms of men's basketball is going all over the place right now.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta get down because I want it all. By the way, that started playing at Walmart. When I went to Walmart this week, I did sing it quietly and then I mouthed "fuck KU." I got some dirty looks, but then there was one guy that looked over at me. It was just like, he looked at me and he just started shaking his head like, respect. I'm like, that's a Mizzou fan right there. He understands.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably doing it in his head.
And Brock, you had mentioned a few minutes ago, but this week in Mizzou sports, men's basketball takes on Arkansas the day this gets uploaded at 7:30 p.m., in which everyone is supposed to wear white. Then
I don't like the implication of that.
On the 2nd and 3rd, Swim and Dive is hosting their Mizzou qualifier at 10 a.m. at the Rec Center in our Olympic-sized swim pool.
I'm just now finding out Mizzou has a swim and dive team.
What?
Okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Michael Phelps set records in our pool, dude.
Okay, I knew that we had the pool. I just didn't know we had a swim and dive team.
That's crazy.
Dude, listen. When I was at Mizzou, it was not there to go to school and do that stuff. It was there to do something else physical activity-wise, if you know what I mean. You know, if you know what I mean.
I'm in the shower tonight! But, following the breeder on the 3rd as well, softball is hosting their black and gold at noon. You heard me right. Softball and baseball is coming back soon.
Thank God. We'll have more to talk about. I don't want to talk
as
about
you
depressing-ass basketball. I want some depressing-ass baseball and softball, too.
Sam Horn baseball. Woo!
Woo! Hey, we talked about that earlier.
And then finally, as you mentioned, on the 4th, we're hosting Oklahoma State wrestling at 1 p.m.
5th.
Against number 5
That's
Oklahoma
what it was.
State.
4th
which
on
is
the 5th.
The last duel of the year.
At home. Because then they're at San Diego State. North Dakota State, South Dakota State. Iowa State?
Give me a second. What the heck?
What? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, the band's in trouble. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is happening to the Benz? He has decided to run off. He has returned.
My cat was tweaking out and turned the sink in the kitchen on.
Sir, it's a cat. It's going to do that.
But then...
Hang on, I got the remaining schedule for Mizzou after that. Yeah, it's all road. At North Dakota State, at South Dakota State, at Northern Iowa, at Iowa State, and then Big 12 championships and the national championships.
Very good. Then, as everyone who's listening to this probably knows, the Chiefs have made it to the Super Bowl again.
Boo.
But as Dave Matter tweeted, the Mizzou Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl.
I like the Kansas City Tigers better. Someone tweeted that out. I'm like,
As we
Tennessee
have-
Tigers better.
As we have Nick Bolton, Blaine Gabbert, Andy Hill, Dave Tobe, and Andy Reid.
No! Let's go!
And Brock, I'm going to send this to you here in general.
Oh,
But
boy.
doesn't Andy Reid look real good in that picture?
He does. You know, maybe if that was like Sailor Tiger on that shirt instead, though, he'd look even better.
But Brock, if you notice on that picture, that is the 100 years of University of Missouri football.
Yeah,
logo.
I saw, but still, Sailor Tiger would look way better on there. Sailor Tiger is the best logo. Fight me.
In which, if you didn't know, I was doing some calculations earlier today, but my mom was at school in college at Mizzou when Andy Reid was the offensive line coach, and when Dave Tubb was the strength and
Dave
conditioning
Tubb?
coach. Tobe, sorry.
Say Dave Tubb. You talking about Dave Tubb? Okay.
The Tubb.
The Tubb. All hail the
And I
Tubb.
also had realized today that Dave Tobe was the Bears' special teams coordinator during peak Devin Hester years.
Oh, you mean when they lost to the Colts in the Super Bowl?
Yes, but he still had a return touchdown.
Don't care. You mean when they lost to the Colts in the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Then finally,
Yeah. Go Colts, baby. Go Colts. Till I die. Till I die. Oh, God, what?
but
Why are you sending me a picture of Abby? What? No, he doesn't come here until, like, homecoming.
that is true. But then, the last thing on my list that I have is about Marquise Johnson.
Base God Marquise Johnson?
Yes. In which Marquise Johnson was the highest graded Power 5 freshman wide receiver in college football this year, coming in at a rank of 90.2.
Nice.
And he also was the freshman leader in yards per reception last season at 29.5.
Good God.
Dude's averaging 30 yards a catch, my guy.
Huh. Well, that sounds about right for one of the best to ever do it for Mizzou right now. So, anyway. Do we have mailbag?
Mailbag.
Mailbag. Oh, but while you get to that, also another thing, Mizzou related. Mizzou will play Alabama on Alabama's homecoming. Yay! Me and Ben were planning on going to that game. Might not anymore.
Yeah, I messaged the guy that my friend that goes to Alabama, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see." Insert this guy's name here. At homecoming in Alabama, it's gonna be so much fun. And then he goes, "I hate homecoming."
Oh. Well, isn't that nice?
But in terms of mailbag, we just have some comments from Buckeyes BattleCry,
Oh, okay.
in which he was talking about uploading his pack opening soon for his Ohio State football cards. And so that was our mailbag.
Oh.
And Buckeyes BattleCry will be linked in the description underneath the video for you all that are probably going to ask.
Indeed. That was a nice conversation that we had with him. So
It was nice to talk about Mizzou football for someone that isn't a Mizzou fan but will actually listen.
a Mizzou fan who got to hear how pessimistic we are as a fan base and was like, wait, y'all are pessimistic?
Compared to
Yes.
our co-host Tommy on BTT, who anytime we try to talk about Mizzou stuff, he's like, don't care.
Yeah. It's not LSU. It's not the NFL. That's all I care about. Or anime titties. He cares about that a lot. He's wild on Twitter. I called him out on it one time. I replied under one of his tweets one time about it, and I said, dude, you need some help. I got a 50-minute fucking voice memo thing that was him just going off on me, calling me basically a bitch, and like stay in your own lane and all this shit. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, you're really defensive about me calling you out about, some pretty sus things that you like it on Twitter. That again, like...
Yeah, I saw Tommy had his phone open on Twitter and was scrolling through his feed whenever me and him had hung out for a little while. And just going through his Twitter, it's just, like, you'll see sports stuff, and then, like, anime stuff, and then, like, stuff I don't want to talk about. Those are the three things that you see in his feed. There's nothing else.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's weird, because there's, like, my feed where it's, like, I get everything. Like, except the stuff that you're not, shouldn't be, be able to be seen by children. Like, that's not on my feed.
Yeah.
I've got people like, oh, I made my hot dog a damn bratwurst, stuff like that. Stupid tweets.
Banana bread at work today?
Yeah, stupid stuff like that, I've got sports stuff. I've got a lot of Mizzou stuff right now. I've got, normal shit. Normal shit, like a normal person should have. There's anytime politics comes around on my feed, I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't like you. I don't care if it's an election year or not. I don't want to see it. But, like, anyway.
Off on a tangent. That's okay.
Yeah. Just a little bit of one. A little bit. Not too far, though, thankfully. You want to react to some Mizzou stuff?
Sure, why not?
So we can kind of pad this out a little bit. Because I feel like talking about and watching some Mizzou basketball when they were good. I don't know about you, though.
Ooh.
I feel like that's such a foreign concept to us now.
Yes.
Yeah. This is from... Oh, God, that is not what I wanted. Nope. Back here. Not that. Damn it. I've been punked. That's what I wanted. All right. So this is going to be the top 5 best from Mizzou from 2012. So this is 12 years ago. The best moments in Mizzou athletics from 12 years ago. You ready, Ben?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Tiger top 5. Number 5. What we got?
Mizzou hosted the Big 12 Wrestling Championships on Saturday night and had 8 wrestlers in the 10 championship finals.
Here's a shot. It's not there, though.
Well, that only seems about right, honestly.
Larson 5'4". Waters can get the head trapped a little better. He can
God, that's...
Waters made that close match.
Wow, that was an impressive takedown there.
W.
Big time dub.
Speechless right now because it's an amazing feeling. Been working here 14 years and trying to get something like this that I was told it probably would never happen, and it happened.
Good stuff there.
The Phillips 66 Big 12 Baseball Championship.
Mizzou, Oklahoma
Mizzou
baseball. What?
2, I'm sure, as the ball takes time getting out to center field, and both Garcia and Brown score on the 2-run.
Oh, there's some ugly Mizzou baseball jerseys.
Ugly.
Ugly.
There's a double play, however, the tie-breaking run scores. Slams the ball to the right side, base hit. Here comes the tying run to the plate. The throw is up the...
Oh, that's a beautiful throw on a rope.
Missouri has won. They are the 2012 Big 12 champions.
Wow. Look at that. 2 Big 12 championships.
Potentially bragging rights for all eternity with this rivalry. Kansas.
Hey, look, Ben.
Denman inside. Nice drive by Denman.
Good Mizzou basketball.
Holy smokes, are we going to come back?
Things are tightening up here. Denman. Got it!
Oh my god.
Mizzou KU. Mizzou down 69-71. Kicks it out. Denman again for 3. He got it.
That's a three. That's a three. I mean, I got one bad eye, but that's my good right eye I'm looking. That looks like a three. And they have put another point on the scoreboard. Missouri has the lead. Johnson.
Wow. Mizzou ranked number 4. That's crazy.
So euphoric. Which Mizzou coach, basketball coach was that?
Frank Haith. That is Frank Haith. But we got some James Franklin Mizzou football at Tennessee.
Front for Tennessee, high snap. Pressure. Franklin moves left, now moving back to his left side. Steps up, throws in the end zone, man wide open. Touchdown, Missouri with 47 seconds.
Not the best angle of that catch.
No.
High snap. Franklin wide open. Jimmy Hunt at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Missouri.
Oh boy, Jimmy Hunt. Oh boy. Fake field goal. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Fake field goal, bro.
Mizzou down by 7. That was a beautiful catch.
Marcus Lucas, Liberty legend.
Yep.
Washington stacked right. Here comes the blitz. Franklin throws it. Lofts it left side. Green Beckham. Touchdown, Missouri.
Dorial Green Beckham, baby. Touchdown, Mizzou.
Beckham was on that team, too.
Yep. Again, like, there are some of these teams where it's like, they're just legendarily amount of people. Tyler Bray.
Tyler Bray, former Kansas City Chief.
Yep. Bag it.
Good snap, good place. Kick is up, plenty long, and it is a Missouri victory in 4 overtimes.
Yeah, that shot's legendary right there.
You know, walk off field goals by not looking, so I just kind of ducked my head a little bit. And I said, I'll know it when these people start going crazy. And it's pretty awesome.
Hang on. Ben, what do you think number 1's going to be from 2012?
What have we already seen? We've seen football,
Wrestling.
basketball, wrestling,
baseball.
baseball.
What do you think number 1's going to be? What sport?
Women's basketball,
Okay.
soccer,
I know what number 1 is.
hockey.
No, not hockey. You going to lock in an answer here?
Women's basketball, I don't know.
Okay. You're locking in women's basketball. Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Ben's final answer? Women's basketball.
They already showed football, so it can be football.
The Tigers took on Baylor for the Big 12 championship, and they started like gangbusters.
Mizzou winning the 2012 Big 12 championship in basketball.
5-0 Tigers. Marcus Denman playing on a hurt ankle.
Oh, I thought you could only put in one sport.
Nope.
Not at the same time.
The whole tournament we did.
And the Tigers seal it up late with a Steve Moore slam.
We were going to go take that Big 12 trophy.
Your 2012 Phillips 66 Big 12 champion, Missouri Tiger.
All those things.
This would be the last year Mizzou playing basketball in the Big 12.
Where you have the success.
So they left winning the championship.
Conference championship tournament. It was a special
So
moment.
just like
It was
Texas.
a great
Yes.
to see that arena painted black and gold. It wasn't any team in the world, or at least in college basketball, that could have beat us that night.
There you go, Ben. That was the Tiger Top 5 from 2012. And one of the recommendeds is something called Seton Hall versus Missouri Tigers men's basketball game vlog for me. That's crazy.
Brock, what are you doing, dog?
What?
The YouTube video's like tweaking out for me. It keeps pausing and unpausing.
I don't know, because I'm not doing anything.
There we go.
So, all right, Ben, I think that wraps it all up for us here, does it not?
I think it probably does.
All right. I didn't know if you had anything that you wanted to add or subtract or multiply or divide.
Let's not go 500 this year in football. I don't think I can take it.
That would be so Mizzou, though. To hear more about that, listen to Buckeye BattleCry from this past week, where me and Ben were on it, and yeah, we. It
was a great time.
It was a great time, but he was wanting an answer as to what Mizzou was going to go, and he doesn't understand us Mizzou fans. Pessimistic Mizzou fan or fanatic Mizzou fan? I don't know. Mizzou fan. 6-6. What?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first answer. Yes. Again, other fan bases just don't understand. They're like, oh, well, you don't have expectations going into the season? No, not at all. Because we have expectations and they failed, then we get hurt and we become more depressed and we drink more. And yeah, we don't come after our players or our fans or anything, except Barry Odom. Fuck Barry Odom. Ain't that right, Ben?
Yeah, sure.
The demon. Demon.
The demon of UNLV.
Well, now he's in ULV, but, you know, he was a demon here for so many years. But yeah. Ben, where can be found on Twitter?
I can be found at EliteTigerSports. The E, the T, the S are capitalized.
I can be found on Twitter at BrockGorton99. The B and the G are capitalized on that one. You can follow B Card Entertainment on Twitter at B_card ENT. The B, the C, and the E are all capitalized on that. Over at B Card Entertainment's YouTube, I've uploaded a schizo post. That's pretty much how we're going to refer to it.
Sickos Committee would be proud of you.
They might be. Maybe. I don't know. As well as Big Time Talkers going out this week, where Ben watched The Undertaker. And has a new favorite wrestler, apparently, in The Undertaker. And a new hated wrestler in The Big Show.
I have nothing really wrong with Big Show. Triple H is... I don't like that guy.
Why?
I don't know. Am I thinking of the right guy?
Because he told someone to suck it?
No.
Oh. Well, he only saw like 7 dudes in the 3 matches that he watched. And Big Show was in all 3. Somehow.
So is The Undertaker.
Well, yeah, but that was the point, was to have Undertaker in all 3. I didn't mean to have the Big Show in all 3. I knew he was in 2. I didn't know he was in the other one. You also got to see, ooh, Chavo.
Yeah.
Other than that, slowly and surely, as I've been losing my mind somehow these last few weeks, we've been earning our stripes.
Indeed.
Have a wonderful rest of your week, folks. And as always,
MIC ZOU.